day everyone. Welcome to the Azure Data Factory series. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily copy files from a file share hosted on an Azure VM or even on-premise to an Azure Storage account using ADF pipelines. This is a perfect solution if you're looking to move files to the cloud for better storage and accessibility. So stay tuned as I walk you through the entire setup step by step. And before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more cloud integration tutorials just like this one. Let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to create the required share on the Azure VM. Yeah, this can be your on-premise server as well because I'm going to use an self-hosted integration runtime using which I'll be designing a pipeline in Azure Data Factory to move the files from this file share to Azure Storage account. Yeah, so let's share this. So I have these two accounts added. So I'm going to share the account. Let's copy the link. Let's note it down. So this is the file share on your Azure VM. So we will use this and then move the data that is present inside this. So if you see here, we have one file called df.csv. We will try moving this file from this Azure VM file share to the storage account. Okay, so we will move that file from the Azure VM to this particular storage account, JB ADB storage account, and the container that we will use is destination. Yeah, let's head to the Azure Data Factory Studio, and then let's click on Author, and then let's create a new pipeline here. Here I'm going to use the copy data. Yeah. So for the copy data, I will name the pipeline as copy file from Azure VM to storage account using shir. Yeah. So copy data, I will use the same thing here. Copy data, and then let's go to the source. The source should be your file share. Yeah, so Azure VM. So let's click on new, and then here what we'll do is we will select something named file system. Yeah, so let's search for file system. Yeah, let's click on continue, and we will be using CSV files, yeah, to move. So let's click on continue, and then let's create a link service. So the link service would be ls_azure shr1 underscore file share, and we will use our shir on premise. Yeah, and then let's copy the file share, put it here, and then a username and password. So this is a demo VM, so I'm using the username and password as this. On production, you guys know what to use, so whatever is required. Yeah. I'm not using Key Vault since the demo is just to move the file from um, the Azure VM file share to storage account. I'm just directly giving the password. On production, you can definitely utilize your Azure Key Vault. Let me test the connection now. The connection has failed. So I'm getting this error. Okay, so the value of property is invalid. Access to SHR1 is denied. Resolved IP address, network type is on-premise. Access to SHR1 is denied. Resolved IP address is this. Network type is on-premise. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to enable the local machine access for this server. So let's do that. So I'm in C drive program files Microsoft integration runtime 5.0 shared, and then I'm running this command. Okay, let's head back to our uh, Azure Data Factory link services creation, and then let's try the test connection one more time. This time the connection is successful. Yep. So let's click on create. Yep. So we have created this. So now this would be our source. Okay. Okay. So let's click on OK here. So this is created. Yeah, we will leave everything else as default. Let's go to the sink. And for the sink, what I'll do is like I will use one of the existing data set. Yeah, so the JB storage account source target. Let's click on open here. And if you see here, it is basically using a folder called target. But what I'll do is like, let's click on browse there. Getting an error. So let's click on edit. Okay, so I don't find anything there. So what I'll do is like I will go to the sink, and what I'll do is like I will click a new one here. Yeah. So Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. Let's click on continue. I will use the CSV. Click on continue. Let's name it as JB ADB storage account underscore the container, which is destination. Let's copy that, and then let's select the link services here. So I'm going to create a new one, ls underscore jb storage account underscore destination. Yep. And I'm going to use the integration runtime here. Let's select the Azure IR. Yeah, I'm going to select the subscription and then the storage account here. Yeah, and then going to test the connection. The connection is successful. Let's create it. And then let's click on the browse here, and then I will select destination here. Okay, and I will name the CSV file as df.csv. Okay, so just to show you, the destination container doesn't have any files, so we have created it as df underscore csv. Let's click on OK. Okay, let's remove that. It tells like there is no file there. Yeah, let's click on OK. Okay, so it is created now. Let's validate it. So what I'll do is like I will publish it. Okay, the file path for dataset delimited text one is a folder. The wildcard file name is required for copy data shir. Okay, let's go there. Let's select the copy behavior, preserve hierarchy. Okay, so let's click on open here, and then let's select this file name, browse. Let's select this df.csv. That's on the source, right? So let's do that. And then let's go to the sink. Let's select the required things here. So in our case, what we have created is uh, I don't see that anymore. So let's recreate it once. Let's select this CSV. Let's name it as underscore destination. And we have this link services created before, so let's click on that. And then let's select our destination here, container, click on OK. And then let's validate it. Okay, it is validated. Let's publish it. It's publishing right now. Okay, there are no files. Let's run it now once the publishing is completed. It's published now. So let's run it now. Click on OK. Let's wait for the pipeline to get started. So you can use the same thing like here we use the source as the on-premise or Azure VM share. You can use the source as an SQL Server table and then move the data present in that depending on some select query and then move that as a CSV file across to the file share in the on-premise. That is also be done. So here this is showing us succeeded. Let's click on refresh here, and if you can see here we have successfully created, that is moved that df.csv from your Azure VM file share or on-premise VM across to your Azure Storage account. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.